So today we're going to be unpacking, setting up equipment, and screening patient and creating schedule. That will be the goal for today.
A lot of preparation before we go, because all this is washed and wrapped by us, by me.
The common theme in our past missions is to provide free care to patients who cannot afford paying for the care.
ISMS coming over helps us cater to these people who are below the poverty line, who are poor, who cannot afford hospitalizations, and even the operations that we do.
Okay, how many cases do you have for tomorrow?
Thyroid 8 and gallbladder 7.
So this kid has a incomplete unilateral cleft, and it'll be fairly straightforward to take care of it. The teeth are all in line at least, and he's going to do very well. Plastic surgery has the ability to change and have a tremendous impact on people. Just a simple little lump on the face can devastate their lives. They won't get married, they'll be sequestered, and then something major like a cleft lip is even worse.
We brought with us state-of-the-art laparoscopic machine, and we spend ample time training the residents on doing laparoscopic surgery. Okay, now you just keep the camera where it is, and you're gonna come behind here, and we're gonna peel it, and we're gonna keep working like that.
I learned a lot from Dr. Alam. We usually do hernia open technique. So first time yesterday that we did laparoscopic hernia repair. He taught me especially to be confident, to not panic when something is happening in the OR.
Remember, you are the captain of this ship. Do not panic, and do not make the nurses nervous by screaming and yelling and orders. Just stay cool and calm. You teach someone to fish, and they can actually feed themselves and their families, and maybe they can teach somebody else one day to fish. So I think that will be the kind of a gift that continue to give afterwards.
I think the teaching is always in the background, and I think it's what you show them. It's almost by example. They see what you do, and they learn from what you do.
Today is teaching day. Anybody wants to learn anything can scrub it with us.
The majority of cases that we did were hysterectomies for fibroid tumors, which are benign tumors of the uterus that cause bleeding and pain.
Was an unexpected case, a motorcycle injury, which had a severe soft tissue and bony injury to the hand. They've really not had much experience with more complex mutilating injuries of the hand. The safer one is a radial forearm flap because it's a big artery. That's something that you've never done, a radial forearm flap, right? Yeah. To treat it, we managed to cover the soft tissue with a nice groin flap. The patient is actually going to have a fairly functional hand after he's gone through some therapy.
I was told there's a case of severe deformity of a child, lower extremities because of burn. This is a beautiful 4-year-old child who 2 years ago sustained severe burns to the back of both his thighs and legs. Due to the lack of treatment, the patient suffered what we call burn contraction. So the child became basically completely disabled, unable to walk, has to be carried everywhere.
Without the surgery, he wouldn't be able to go to school, which was one of his dreams. He wouldn't be able to mingle with other children. His mother wouldn't be able to find work, which means lesser income for the family. If ISMS did not come and do work with us, I don't think he would be operated on.
It's going to be a two-team approach. We're going to probably work on 2 legs at the same time and get it all done in one go. All right, that's okay, all right? We're going to take good care of you.
With my experience on this team, they're very professional. They have a good work ethics. I think I can say is in Tagalog, it's this team has puso. Puso means heart. We were able to do the surgery in a lesser amount of time. That means lesser anesthesia exposure, lesser blood loss.
I think every mission we find something that defines the mission, and sometimes we may not figure that out until the last possible day. And this mission, I think, why did we come here? Why did we end up in this hospital at this hour? It's because of that 4-year-old child, I think.
Kay siya, makaingon siya sa ako sa amang ginikanan nga, ma, salamat gyud nga gipaoperahan ko nimo.
Everything is different now for the whole family. That case will stand with me forever.
I asked the mother what her realistic expectations were. So she had two very simple expectations, right? One is to see that the child goes to school. That was very important. And the other thing is that this little guy has always wanted to ride a bicycle. So we got him one.
The kind of a case that really we feel it fulfills our motto that we are to one person the whole world, because we can actually change that person's life and a family's life.
Ang ako lang nga manguan ko nga magpadayon sila sa pagtabang pareha kang brain.
It really doesn't matter whether we're doing a simple case that even the locals could accomplish, or it's something much more complicated that involves all of our surgeons. These are life-changing surgeries.
I know that I am in good hands with you.
When you walk the unit and you see these patients, they grab your hand and they say, "Thank you, doctor, you really changed my life. You made a difference for me. I would never have this. Thank you so much." And it really, really brings home. It really is really special and makes you feel like you did a real good job for these patients.
I will always be grateful of this experience.
We visited 4 different orphanages in Davao City, and we were able to supply them with the donations, school supplies, clothing, shoes. We got them basic food, rice, bought them everything and anything that they needed. A bar of soap or toothbrush can go really a long way. The children were so happy. It was like Christmas for them, and it was a wonderful feeling to put smiles on their faces and being able to give them what they didn't have.
If you have a burn victim that can't move his legs for 2 years, a small child, and then you operate on them and they could ride a bike. Everything changed for that one person, for that one case. And I'm happy to be part of that.